Come on, stop moving. I ain't done yet.
Oh, 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 oh.
It's the luxury for me.
All right, so we back here with the Not merch and Shakur Stevenson collab. You know, we getting ready for this hit list tour. And so we heard a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, what Craig and Jay feel about your collab with them. And so we want to get your perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like what drew you into the brand and like having you be a perfect fit for the collab?
Honestly, I seen like what y'all was doing like without me. So y'all had came in the gym and I had shot with y'all before.
Yeah.
And when I shot with y'all before, I liked the merch, and I hit up Jay and told him I want to be part of it.
So look, new collaboration coming out, dropping in September. Incredibly excited about it. We're gonna put crazy craftsmanship. Designs are still coming in, but you know, one of the main priorities for you is knocking motherfuckers off that hit list.
For sure.
So I want to know, bro. I want to know who's on your hit list.
I mean, it's already there. Everybody that you see up there is up there. That's who I want to fight.
Yeah.
Right now, the main person is Mr. So-called undisputed.
Yeah. So-called.
So-called undisputed.
That's what they say, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they. I mean, I respect the undisputed,
Yeah, exactly.
but
For now.
he fought one fight. So I mean, it ain't really like to me. Like I respect what he done. I ain't hating on like what he done, but he fought one fight. I mean, if I was presented the same opportunity, it'd be the same thing. So
Yeah.
I want to fight him though.
Yeah.
I want to fight him.
Damn. I mean, with that being said though, like what do you feel like sets you apart? You know what I'm saying? What gives you the upper hand in your opinion?
I mean, we've been in the ring with each other a lot, and he know who I am. Like he know how good I am. He's a solid fighter. He's a good fighter, but he know, and I know. We both know I'm better than him. So,
Bro, is he talking about me, bro? Who is he, bro?
I'm talking about Devin.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
I ain't trying to be
talking about me.
Nah, it's
You
real.
talking about me,
I'm
bro.
talking about Devin.
I like that, bro. So let's go back. So I know, like, you know, you done had legendary battles coming up in the ranks, and just want to know from you, like, cause we see you on the walls, bro. Big Shakur, we see Andre Ward up there, several different people. Well, we know the obvious, but you tell me, bro, who would you consider an inspiration for you when you're coming up in the ranks?
Actually, Andre Wood was like my idol coming up.
Yeah.
Like that was my idol. That's who I looked up to the most. We ended up working together and everything. Like it was like a dream come true at that time. But Andre Wood was definitely like the main person, just because of the fact that he won the Olympic gold medal. And when I was younger, my dream was to win the Olympic gold medal. So my entire career as an amateur was based off winning the Olympic gold medal. So Andre Wood was like the main person who I looked up to the most. And then it was Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather. And them like the main top three people that I look up to.
You won. So hold on, Migos. He talking about top three.
Yeah.
Top three. So it don't gotta be boxers, bro. Ain't gotta be boxers. You could.
Nah, it's certain athletes I love too. Like I like looking at Tom Brady and the way he lived like outside of football. LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like I like other athletes too.
So who's your top three that are alive that you would want to get in the ring with though?
That alive number one is Floyd.
Floyd? Yeah.
Because
Pretty Boy or Money May?
see, they gonna hate my opinion. 'Cause I be saying things in the world like they hate like what I say, but I don't really care. I'm gonna just be myself regardless. But I think Money May was better than Pretty Boy.
Okay.
I think Money May was better than him because of the fact that he was smarter than him. Like when you see Pretty Boy when he fought Chop Chop, he went in there and went to war and he was getting hurt. And I mean, it showed the dog he had in him for sure. But I think like with Money May, if you watch him against Victor Ortiz, Manny Pacquiao, he just was a smarter fighter. He knew a lot more than what he knew as a boxer. So I think I would rather fight Money May just because of his IQ. Like the way he thinking was 20 steps ahead of other fighters.
Yeah. Bro, Pretty Boy was just so raw though. Like anything about that, just that raw athleticism that you.
Yeah, but I mean, Pretty Boy, I feel like the level of opposition when he fought certain fighters.
Good point.
It was just, but then when Money Made for them, it just like I feel like he knew a lot more than like he knew. He was smarter than a lot of other fighters. I think with Pretty Boy, he used his athletics and his talents to get him over them fight.
So that's one. You got two more.
Get in the ring with Pernell Whitaker too. Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
Yeah, Pernell he's underrated.
Yeah,
He's underrated. And Roberto Duran.
Bro Durant? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good list.
Just because they all like were smaller guys, and they was around like my weight class, so that would be like perfect.
Yeah.
It's a real testament to Floyd's greatness that he like fell off athletically. Like he lost his athleticism, but he never got worse as a fighter. He kept getting better just from his mental state. Yeah, that's a real testament to his greatness.
And I feel like that also is what separates Shakur from these other fighters is also his fight IQ. You know what I mean? So him being able to think 2 steps ahead of the person in front of him is really what separates him from that other fighter.
I think something that really like separate me, to be honest, too, is like I seen the blueprint and I know how to follow it.
Yeah.
Like I seen Floyd stay in the gym year round and stay in shape and then go fight these fights. He's beating fighters with his condition, with his IQ. He's beating them all around.
Yeah.
And like with me, I feel the same way about myself. Like I'm always in shape. I'm stay in the gym. And now I feel like now I just want to beat fighters like all around with every aspect of the game, outside the ring, inside the ring, mentally, physically, and just don't get them no edge in no type of way.
I like what you said about Floyd because Floyd was out of shape one time in his career when he went to jail.
Yeah.
And
They said Earl.
yeah, and Earl came and beat him up a little bit when he came out.
I don't know about beef. I can't see it. I can't see
that's
it.
what that's
Yeah,
what
you're
people
probably
say.
right. You're probably right. I can't see it.
But yeah, how do you feel about all this trouble that everybody's getting in your division? You know, people getting caught with guns in L.A. and the security not claiming it, and then somebody was just released earlier today from jail for hit and runs. How do you stay out of trouble?
I think I kind of stay away from like personal situations, just because like that's like more so like with that person's life.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to judge nobody for what they going through, cause I may be going through something, but I try to stay out the way though. But you just never know what could happen. So at the end of the day, I try not to even like engage into too much when it comes to like people who got stuff in their personal lives. But as far as boxing, I feel like I got everybody.
Yeah. I know one of the hardest things about the sport is like cutting weight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we already know that's a big discussion. And so like, what's the hardest part about that? You know what I'm saying? Because the average person don't really understand the complexity behind it.
Yeah, man. Talk about it.
I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard to do that, but I think it got more so to do with like discipline. Like I think when I didn't make weight because of my discipline at that time. I think now like I'm at a whole different level where it's like that could never happen to me again. I understand why I went wrong, what I done wrong, and I'm gonna make sure that it never happened. Like right now, I'm close to weight. Like right now, I'm really close to weight just because I'm in shape. I could fight in 2 weeks right now. Like if they call me like, yo, we need to fill in a spot for this person. You want to fight? I can do that just because of the fact that I just got done sparring Terrence Crawford 10, 11 rounds, helping him get ready for Earl Spence.
How'd that go?
I mean, shit, it's work. Bud is Bud. Bud is a bad motherfucker. I think Bud is he is the most underrated fighter of our generation.
So while we on the topic, it's coming up. We might as well go ahead and get into it. We might as well. So, Bud, Spence, right? I know you close with both of them.
Yeah.
I know there's a intimate relationship. I wouldn't say intimate, but I know you done got into the ring.
that's
Paul, hey, Paul.
Hey,
Watch him, freak ass.
I don't know about that one.
I heard Bud touch you up. Now that's what I heard. Now I ain't talking about recently. I'm talking about back in the day. And it was one of the ones where you was like, oh damn, like that. But like, how do you come out of those situations where you're just sparring, like getting some practice work in, and like what are you taking from like a Bud Crawford?
I'm gonna speak on what you just said, the touching up part first. But I was like 17, 18. I was a kid at that time.
Yeah.
And like, I had just got done sparring at the Olympic Training Center, and I saw Julie on the phone with Julie. She worked for USA Boxing and she worked for T-Bud.
Yeah.
But I saw her on the phone with T-Bud, and when I saw her on the phone with him, I kind of grabbed the phone and I started popping mad shit like, yo, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, he's at the gym right now about to spar. But we was in the same city at the time. Mind you, I just got done training and everything. I'm like, I don't care, let's go over there. Mind you, my coach didn't want me to go. Like, my coach, that was my coach at the time, K. Karoma, he didn't want me to go. I ended up still going, like, forget what he talking about, I'm going to spar Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
And I went over there, and that was like the first like reality check that I had. Like, okay, because I was so used to getting in the ring with other professional fighters and beating them up.
Controlling
At the time, it didn't matter who it was, I could beat them up. Like, I knew how good I was. But I got in there with T-Bud, and shit went different than usual.
Yeah.
So I kind of went home like, man, I can't believe that happened to me. And it made me like step up my game. It made me can't wait to get back in the ring with him. And over the years, I done sparred Bud a million times. A million times. And it's just good work now. Like, that's my big brother, and I appreciate him for everything that he done for me as far as in the sport of boxing and outside the ring.
So like when you look at like a Crawford and a Spence, like what do you think is gonna like be the main differentiator in the fight? That's gonna say like, okay, that's that one thing that's gonna make
Give
the
them
other
that
one,
edge.
yeah, exactly, give them that edge.
I think the part that they are leaving out is the part that is the most important part of the fight. I think is the IQ. Like, I think people don't. They're not even thinking. They just thinking about the fact that they both mentally tough fighters and they will go to war with each other for sure. They both be willing to go there.
Yeah.
But I think the IQ aspect is gonna be what separate the winner and the loser.
So who do you have in that fight?
I got Bud.
You got Bud?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'm Team Bud. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah, I
man.
got Bud
Sure.
too.
Hey, well, you knock boys out with a jab. Pop.
Yeah.
Sure. But I like Earl. I think Earl is a real dude. I got none but respect for Earl, but I think with T-Bud, I think this is moment.
Yeah.
I think this the moment where everybody been talking so much about him, and it gets to him too, and now he's feeling it, and I think he's gonna go in there and surprise the world.
I think this will put him at like, he'll be in the talks of the greatest boxers of all time.
He should be.
Undisputed 2 weight classes. This is, this shit hasn't, I don't know, has it been done before?
I don't
I don't know, but he's going down in history books after this fight for sure.
Underrated though, very underrated. I think he's the most underrated boxer I ever saw.
I mean, what do you think makes him underrated though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
what's the reason?
The general public. I think like the general public, they attract to the wrong stuff. Like they don't attract to like the boxing part or the boxing aspect. They attract to like the money, the jewelry, the cars, like the flashiness of it, and that makes like everybody like want to come watch.
The showmanship.
Yeah, the showmanship.
Yeah.
Bud is more so like a real deal dude who like, he just a real nigga.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff, he not doing stuff for social media. He not doing stuff to like get put out there, but the world don't get to see that part of him. The world just get to see like, the quiet Bud, and but he's really like a
Really
real,
funny too.
Yeah, he's funny
really
too.
Entertainer.
Yes.
Like, you wanted to.
Yes.
He just stays to himself for.
but they don't know that. Like the
Yeah.
world don't know
Yeah.
that. So
So if you look at like, so I'm just like, and this is no shade to Spence, Texas boys. What they say Texas boy. I don't know. But so like, you see Spence, right? Put that shit on. They ain't look like a rapper on some shit.
yeah,
And you see Bud, he just Gucci Polo, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like you see all this flashiness with a lot of these boxers, Tank, a lot of these other ones that really putting that shit on. You can't knock them. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But like sometimes, you know, like they really putting it on. Would you be one of them people? Like you go into a press conference and you say, you know what? I'm gonna rock the purse. How you?
Hell no. Hell no. I mean, I'm part of the new like generation. I put that shit on too.
Yeah.
But I'm putting that shit on my own way. Like I know the world still like the shit that I'm putting on.
Exactly.
But I ain't about to put on something that's like outside of what I believe in and what I stand for. So I'm not wearing no purse or none of that extra. Like if it's weird, I'm not wearing it to me. Like that's how I look at it. Like
or man purse, bag. None of that.
I'm not putting that on. I ain't putting that on. Cool.
Unless it's not merch, huh?
Nah.
He's still not putting it on.
If it's not merch, we not collabing with that one. It's all love though.
All right, so what I mean, you mentioned the whole like showmanship situation. You know what I'm saying? Do you consider yourself like the best boxer, but maybe not the one with the most fame or like the most showmanship? Like, would you consider
I
yourself
ain't gonna
in
lie,
that?
I feel like I've been going up lately.
Yeah.
I've been going up for sure, but I think like with me, like I think God like laid out a path for me. That's how I look at it. Like he laid out a path for me, and I ain't really got no choice. I just gotta go with the path that he laid out. So I think like with me, it's gonna come naturally. I don't gotta go force nothing. I don't gotta go do nothing outside of my character or who I am just to become somebody that, you know. But I think with the path that he laid out, I think that everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen.
When we asked Jay this question, you know, be honest, he talked about quality. So we wanted to ask you in regards to like your approach to a fight. Like, what are those steps that you take to ensure that you have not only a quality fight, but you're like outlasting your opponent based upon, and in the same way we think about not merch, right? Like when you put that not merch on, you can feel the difference. This ain't no regular t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real craftsman and workmanship that goes into the production of it.
Yeah.
So can you talk about some of that workmanship and that craftsmanship that goes into like getting prepared for a fight?
I mean, it takes a lot. Like it takes sacrifice, it takes discipline. Like I'm a different type of fighter. I gotta put myself in a different environment to get ready for like a fight. Like I take myself to a training camp environment where I'm not around my daughter, I'm not around my future wife, I'm not around nobody but like people that's grinding like me. Like I get my little brothers, my little cousins, and we go prepare and train, and we running 8 miles, running 6 miles, doing everything that it takes just to make sure that on fight night I'm fully prepared for whatever's in front of me. So I think that's one of the key parts that goes into the fight that people miss. I work harder than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I work harder than I promise you, I don't see no boxer that works harder than me. Like I see when boxers get done fighting, they going to clubs. They going to right now, my mental, like my focus right now, after my fight I fought April 8th. April 9th, April 10th, we was back in the gym. I've been in the gym ever since, non-stop.
Trench baby.
Just because I want this shit like so bad. Like I want this really bad. Like I care so much about being the best that I'm going to do everything that it takes to like be that person that I want to be.
And I feel like the younger generation is for sure like centered around like instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have, like you said, that sweat equity and that like that passion for the sport. So like, what would you tell your younger self preparing, or somebody that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get to your level?
What I would tell my younger self is everything ain't what it seems. Like everything ain't what it seems to be. Like, cause when you young, you want like all of everything that come with the stuff, right? You want the money, you want the cars, like I said, the jewelry and stuff. But when you get it, it's like it's cool. But like with me, I got that stuff. But now it's like I just want to be the best.
Yeah.
Like all I care about is just being the best boxer in the world. That I'm better than everybody. I want to beat them. I want to fight these dudes. I want to beat them. Like that's all I care about. So
Legacy.
like I would tell my younger self, just stay focused. Do not lose track. Cause I had a point in time where I lost track too. So everybody has slip-ups. Yeah.
For me, like what really defines a champion, and I always tell this to everybody, is that like, you know, life isn't about like the ups, right? It's about the downs.
Yeah.
It's not even how you get up. It's like when you're looking up, like what's your mindset? So in those moments where like you encountered failure, quote unquote, or like you had been in the ring and it was like, oh man, it's a tight one. Like, how did you dig deep, and what were you doing to dig deep to produce championships, Shakur?
I think as far as like failure, I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
So once you like, I give you an example, like when I lost in the Olympics, I lost, that shit like hurt me like to the point where it's like, say somebody died like in your family, like it's like a funeral. You feel it like it hurts, like it's like a deep pain that you have like inside of you.
Yeah.
When I lost in the Olympics, that day it felt like it was like somebody died in my family. Like I felt like failure. I can't believe that I put my dreams all into this one thing and I came up short.
Never want to feel that again.
After that, I just know that feeling.
Yeah.
So from there on, I do everything possible to make sure I never feel that feeling. So I work as hard as I got to. Like we were just speaking on, like slip ups. I had slip ups where I got too comfortable. Now I know not to get too comfortable. Don't get comfortable at all. Stay hungry, stay focused. That way, you know, by the time you get in that big fight with the person that they say is the best in the world, you gonna have that edge over them because you was more focused than them.
I think it was interesting. I watched the interview of Oscar Valdez saying how hard he worked in camp and how he did everything perfect. And he had people that were like your style, and he was touching them and touching them up. And then he said, when I got in the ring with Shakur, it was just different. It's like I couldn't get any closer than this to his face. And so I think that makes perfect sense with what you just said, like, because he was so focused and so locked in, but you just had to be one step above him, 1 inch away from him to be considered that elite level fighter, you know.
But the crazy thing is, like being honest, right, and speaking on that, I didn't feel like that was me at my best. Like I feel like even with that fight, with Jamel fight, everybody, that's the fights that everybody be talking about. I didn't feel like that was me with 110% how I am now. Like right now, since when I lost, when I lost the belts on the scale, and I didn't make weight, from there on, it's like it just been non-stop focus. I can't stop thinking about winning. I can't stop thinking about the moment of time where I'm in a big fight and me coming out on top. Like I can't stop thinking about it. So, like right now, I just feel like I'm way more focused than I was back at that time. Like, and I know he said he was focused and all that. It just, you know, the cards played the way that it was played.
So with your level of focus right now,
Yeah,
right? You're feeling like you can go take undisputed,
for sure.
all of them,
For sure.
even if it's 75-25.
That's the issue though. That's the issue right there.
Yeah.
Cause I've done a lot in the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
You can't name one fighter besides Lomachenko
Yeah.
who got as much as accomplishments as I got in the
Right.
sport of boxing. At 135, they talk about the Frank Martins and the Isaac Cruz. Name one that got the accomplishments that I got.
Can't.
I went to 126 pounds, I won a world title. Went to 130, I won a world title. Then I unified the belts against Oscar Valdez. You can't name nobody else that has done what I done in the sport. I held the Ring magazine belts at 130.
Another
So-
funny thing,
But-
another thing is they talk about the viewership, but the viewership is on a higher level as well when
Yeah.
it comes to Shakur, and he's doing enormous gates and all that type of stuff. So he's not bringing 75% to the fight.
Right.
He really isn't.
So I'm just entertaining that contract, right? That was sent. So my question is, I know you're not taking that just because, you know what I mean, your viewership, your titles,
'Cause of who I am.
you're more decorated, everything,
It's
right?
disrespectful, bro.
Everything.
It's
Yeah.
disrespectful.
So
Yeah.
I get
That's
that.
cap, bro.
I get
Yeah.
that. So I get all of that, right? So my question is, if that's what it took for you to go get the belts, would that steer you away from taking your legacy to the next level and saying, you know what, I'll take that 25, I'm gonna take all the belts and you'll never smell them again?
I mean, it's other ways around it.
Yeah.
Right now, we taking on the purse bid.
Yeah.
So now we gonna make the fight. We gonna make other people bid on the fight.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what other people think. So
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn could get the fight. Showtime or whoever else could get the fight. It's all up in the air with the purse bid being that what it is. But I mean, we can sit here and say what somebody should take or what somebody shouldn't take, but at the end of the day, I know what I'm worth.
Yeah.
I know who I am. I know, like, at the end of the day, you're not going to tell me, oh, we're going to offer 25% to Shakur, but we're going to give this person this much, or we're going to give this person this much, and that's not even right. You only doing that because you don't want to fight me.
Yeah.
That's
all it is. It's an extension of, hey, he could say, I gave the contract, you know what I mean? So I'm not scared or whatever you want to call it, but you know damn well he's not accepting that.
Yeah, it's basically a move for the public, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I pressed them out. So since I pressed them out, and nobody else pressed them out.
Send him some bottles at camp.
Nobody else went and pressed them out. I went and pressed them out. So now he's trying to be petty and funny by sending me some little chump change that he ain't really trying.
So speaking of percentages, right? Like, and being an undisputed champion, when you're an undisputed champion, Jay put us on game. Like, you got to pay 12%. Like, do you think that's fair to have to do that?
I think it's crazy, huh? Yeah, I be trying to. Oh,
yeah. You gotta tread lightly.
I gotta tread lightly.
That's a big percentage. 12% is a big percentage, and there's so many of these belts, right? It would be much easier. Like in UFC, there's one.
1%.
You know, there's one belt. There's one belt.
I just don't agree with paying for that. I don't think we should be paying that for them belts. Like, honestly, I mean, belts mean a lot. They do mean a lot, I guess.
In the history.
But the way that, in the history and legacy, but at the end of the day, belts still collect dust. When you go home to your family, you going home with a check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to feed them and provide through the money that you're giving. You're not able to feed them with no belts.
Mm-hmm.
You just able to hold belts. So I respect the belts and I respect the legacy that come with it, but I just feel as though I'm not just jumping out of nowhere just because the fact that it's some belts on the line. Honestly, if he could vacate them belts, I'll go grab them shit one by one myself and become undisputed regardless. Yeah. Regardless, I'm going to be who I'm going to be. Thanks. And they can't stop that.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah. Oh, so speaking about boxing and the rules that are set, I want to talk to you about the scoring in boxing. In every sport, there's a scoreboard. You can look up, you can see if you're up or down. How would you feel about there being a scoreboard in boxing, kind of similar to the amateurs, where when you look up, you know if it's a 9-10 round or a 10-8 round?
No, I don't like it. I'd rather it stay where it's at. I like how it is already. Only thing I don't like is I think that they should like make more qualifications for the judges. Like, I don't know the qualifications, but I think like it should be like a real, like how we take boxing. Them judges should be having to take boxing the same way.
Yeah, the judges and the referees. Most referees are 50 years old plus. You know, it kind of tells you a little something about the sport of boxing.
You think they gotta get in the ring and like?
No.
I think that they gotta go through certain things. I just think with the judges, I feel as though that they should have to see how I'm in the gym training and doing all this stuff. Yeah. I think that they need to be 100% focused on what they doing because some of the scores just be outrageous. Crazy. Yeah. So if you got outrageous scores, like what? Like how do you even get those? Like I don't understand how people even come up with a 118, 110 in a close fight. Like it don't be making sense. I remember when Floyd fought Canelo, it was like a draw. One judge had it a draw. It was like, what? like it just don't make sense. I think it just got to be like better qualifications, and people should be like making them judges do a lot more than what they doing to become a judge.
Or even that Lomachenko a Haney fight, like that was so close. I was watching that, I was like, there's no way. Bro.
What was it, the fifth round?
That's really my question though. If you beat somebody's ass and land 100 punches to 5 in 6 rounds, and then they win the other 6 rounds, but they only outland you 6 punches to 5. It's a tie fight. But you landed 700 punches, and they only landed this amount of punches. You know what I mean?
Another thing, they be judging off of activity, though. So I guess with that fight, it was more so like Dev, I guess, was throwing more at times where Lomachenko wasn't doing nothing. But I just feel like Lomachenko landed the cleaner, effective shots, where it should have went his way, if you ask me.
He won the fight, but he lost on
And
the scorecard.
I went and rewatched it like several times. At the most, you could be like, okay, I'll give him a draw.
Yeah.
But that's like at the most if you want to be nice. If you were like me judging it, I still scored it 7-5.
Yeah, you said it. You professional eyes, bro. Like I'm not a professional. You know, you still get that word, but like I'm not a professional. So like when I'm watching this, I'm like, dang, bro, just like on my layman eyes, and I really wanted to know like from a professional how you saw it. And it's crazy because even Tyson said the same thing. You know, Tyson was like, nah, like you gotta really win the fight.
But in the arena, it looked much worse than it was. So I had it like 8-4 in the arena.
Oh,
but
damn.
As I went back and watched it again, I said it was a little bit closer because Lomachenko took some rounds off.
Okay.
So, as I see it, I see there's maybe 2 more fighters within your division that's really worthy of you fighting them, right? Then you look at the 140 weight class. I feel like that weight class is pretty wide open, right? Say you go take out those next 2 fighters. What's next for you after that?
I can't really give you like a game plan because I don't know what's like going to transpire.
Yeah.
I know one thing. I'm for sure not moving up to 140 no time soon. Cause at the end of the day, I just moved up to 35.
Right.
I'm not like my size. I'm really like my skills could carry me over for sure.
Yeah. Sure.
But I want to like accomplish things at 35. Like I know Roberto Duran was like one of the best 35 pounders ever. I want to put my name in the history books as like one of the best 135 pounders ever, and I think this the weight class where I can like be myself. I can do whatever I want. I'm walking around close to weight already. I could fight. Like
What's
I said,
your normal
next
walk
week.
around weight at? Like
I don't tell nobody. I don't like telling nobody. I gotta keep that
Smart.
off the air. But I'm close to weight for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
You say he's stay ready.
Yeah, but I don't plan on going to
140.
140. I think after I accomplish everything, I think I'll probably stay here and see what's next. Cause I think it's still some young hitters up and coming on
Coming
the way.
up,
So I wouldn't mind having to put some young kids in their place too.
Okay.
Seen it be a trend though. Like every time, like you know, people call you out. You know, you go to their weight class. You really want to see what they talking about. They vacate their title. They fold. You feel like you're the most feared fighter in the world right now?
I mean, yeah.
Talk that shit.
Yeah.
Talk that shit, bro.
I'm for sure gotta be one of the most feared fighters. Like
Facts.
I think nobody really want to fight me unless they have to.
Yeah.
That's like what it really ultimate come down to. Like people don't want to get in a ring with me unless it gotta be that.
Yeah.
Like it gotta be like the world made it that and everything. That's why I try to back Devin to a corner. But
You know, for example, like on the T-shirt, we got these lists of fighters, and everybody seems to have an excuse that's on the list, or not really an excuse, but a reason not to fight. And if it could be a good reason, it could be called an excuse.
them people said that I was gonna run and I wouldn't stand in front of them. It's gonna be a boring fight. I mean, if anybody been watching me, I don't really move that much.
Honestly, it's kind of weird to me, cause like I want to kind of talk about the Floyd Effect. Right, we kind of talked about Floyd earlier, but like with that, you know, 50 and 0, 51 and 0. I don't know, like he fighting all type of people now. Tomato cans. I don't know who he fighting. He fighting all types of people, little kids.
He got the right to do it.
You right.
He got the right to do
But
whatever he want.
bro, like what you on, bro? Just go, bro. Just enjoy the money.
He's the GOAT.
Enjoy the money.
The GOAT
though.
can do whatever. He's enjoying the money. He enjoying making more
You
money.
right.
He like to make more money.
He just, bro, as like a fan, like I want to see him. I don't want him to slip and a 14-year-old really and then he damn.
He know too much.
You right. I'm not saying he gonna get knocked out by a 14-year-old, but I'm just saying like
He know too much.
I'm just saying like at this point you kind of want to see Floyd just cruise. You know what I'm saying? And just like enjoy the spoils of your labor type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, me being a boxing fan and
Yeah.
me loving boxing, I still like watching Floyd fight. I watched Floyd last fight. He looked kind of sharp to me. He looked real sharp. I could still learn a lot of things from Floyd. So
So you think you be one of them type of fighters though? Like continue fighting on? Like, I mean, because I don't think it's a legacy thing with him. I think it's more of an ego. Like when do you think like you? I don't want to say cap out because you probably never will, but like do you see yourself fighting into your later years like Floyd?
Honestly, I would hope not. I
Yeah.
would hope not, but I think I got a problem where like I love boxing so much.
Yeah.
So I love boxing where it's like, if I could go fight whoever and just go make a couple of million, why not?
Yeah.
I know more than these dudes. They don't know as much as Floyd. So Floyd is in there like playing around with child's play, like pre-K.
Yeah.
He ain't in there with no real like.
Exactly.
He in there with guys that he know like, all right, you don't know what I know, so now I'm about to treat you.
And also the Floyd effect though, like a lot of people because of that zero, right? They trying to, I wouldn't say be like Floyd and not fight nobody, but like they want to keep that unblemished record. How do you feel about like this weird? Because like, again, as a fan, it's kind of weird. It's like why everybody ducking everybody just so they can all be undefeated. Essentially, that's what everybody on. It's kind of weird. How you feel about that?
I think it's lame.
Facts, bro.
I think I feel as though the at Floyd when he was our age and when he was coming up, he took risks.
Yeah.
It wasn't just I'm undefeated, I'm not gonna fight.
Like Canelo.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Canelo fight people.
Yeah, bro.
Canelo fight people. I don't know.
That
I
was an
don't
easy
know.
fight for him. He was seasoned. That was a young guy coming up.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy fight, but like he said, he knew so much more than Canelo.
Yeah, I just feel as though like when Floyd was coming up, he took the risk. He took the risk that got him to be who he is today. So I feel as though I'm gonna be the same way.
Who did he
And
fight
when the
that
time
he
comes, I'm definitely gonna take over the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
So, and to piggyback off of that, I'm also seeing that when Floyd was your age, you're 26 now?
Yeah.
Floyd got hit by 8% of his punches, right?
Yeah.
They're saying that you get hit by 4% of your punches.
Yeah.
He got bronze, arguably should have won that fight.
Yeah.
You got silver,
Arguably should have
won that fight.
should have
Yeah.
won that fight.
Yeah.
Is the ceiling greater?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna compete and try to be better than he
Best.
was.
Yeah.
For sure, but at the end of the day, he set the bar real high.
Right.
I'm going to try my best to surpass him for sure.
Okay, I got a question. So this is a fun thing we was talking about. Everybody like fights and they want to be undefeated forever. You know, you might stay at 135. Would you move up like Roberto Duran did and try to just compete?
Yes.
If you wiping out division after division, will you just keep going up, see how far your boxing skills can take you?
Yes. My skills is going to carry me through the weight classes. So,
But I'm saying up until the point where like, this is really what I'm asking. Will you fight until you lose?
will I fight until I no? Losing ain't in my brain. So it's like.
This is what I'm asking. There's a point in time where Duran was getting so high, it's like you're not supposed to be in there with these guys, and you
For
still
sure.
performing.
For sure.
But like he knew he was gonna take some losses at those weight classes.
Yeah.
Like, is that the mentality, or is it more Floyd? Once I get to this natural weight of maybe 140, 147, I'm cruise here for the rest of my career.
It'd probably be more so Floyd, cause I don't. If I like, ain't no way I'm fighting to lose. Like how you just said, like he's going in there with the mind, like nah.
No, I'm not saying going in there with a mindset. I'm saying challenger yourself until you get to the point where somebody could possibly beat you. Cause can't nobody fuck with you down here.
But that's the risk. That's the
Yeah.
risk that come with like any fight.
Yeah.
At any fight you get in the ring, it's a risk that person could beat you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a million odds to watch y'all fight, and the risk is gotta be. It's gonna be high.
Uh-huh.
So I just feel as though I'm gonna take risks. For sure. I'm gonna jump up and weight. I'm gonna do a lot of things where I'm gonna bet on myself, and I'm gonna make sure that I come out on top.
I think we should go ahead and just like, you know what I'm saying? Let's have some fun.
I want to do some body shots.
Oh, do a body shot? Come on.
All right, bro. I'm gonna fuck up my.
Where is that?
Hey, look here, man. I'm Jerm Haney the third. You know what I'm saying? My uncle is Devin Haney Sr. I told him, I said, hey, talk crazy to that little nigga. I want to see what he working with. Show me something, B-bro.
I get to hit you right here, right?
Oh, right here?
Yeah, right here.
You're making me nervous. Watch out. Watch out. You can't do the face. Can't do the face. You
No
can't do the face.
What?
A face shot?
What?
You can do a face shot?
Ain't you said you Devin Haney cousin?
Well, I need my gloves. I need my gloves for real then. 'Cause, like, I gotta hit back. I gotta hit back, bro. I gotta
swing
hit back.
back.
You not finna hit me in my face, bro.
Come on.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's up, son?
Whoa. 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 Oh, yeah. Let's go, Cor. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't run,
Let's go. I ain't running. I ain't running.
So stop moving. Stop moving. Stay right here.
Where we going with?
Come on, stop moving. I ain't done yet.
Oh. 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 Whoa. Appreciate you, brother. Ooh, that was a rap. That was a rap. I'm not gonna lie. I felt every one of them hoes. Devin Haney, you better put this bitch on in the headgear, nigga. We not playing you, and you not my fucking cousin, nigga. I'm Team Shakur.